I don't wait on confirmation, I walk like it's already done. Favor been attached to my name since before I was born. I don't shrink to make.
What's up, y'all? Okay, this is gonna be my first video for real. Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my hair vlog channel. This is where we learn to love our hair, actually. So in this video, I'm just gonna introduce you to who I am, a little bit about my hair journey, and why I decided to start a little social media page dedicated to these locks right here. Every YouTube video, I'm going to tell you what kind of hairstyle I'm doing or what my hair is. So this is week 3 of a silk press. I'm going to tell you all a little bit about me, where I'm at currently, a little bit about my hair journey, and why I decided to start a social media page dedicated to my hair, and also hoping to show people how to love their hair, specifically my Black queens out there. Okay, my hair journey. So I am 27 years old and I have been natural since I was 16 years old. I told my mother for my 16th birthday I no longer wanted to get perms. I have a beautiful Black mother, and my hair has always been very thick growing up. I'm going to insert pictures over here of my hair, literally from the oldest pictures I have. You can see in the older pictures I've always had full hair. And when I turned 10 years old, my mother started perming my hair. I had very strong coils. So from my recollection, I started getting a perm every month. I wasn't getting the just for me kids perm. I was getting the perm for grown women. And while that was amazing for a time, it started to eat my hair up from the bottom up. My mother has thick, strong hair, like very strong proteins. So my hair was never falling out from the top, but it was starting to chew up the bottom of my hair. I have a cousin who was a hairstylist when I went to middle school. That was between the ages of 13, 14, 15. And I entered a hair show. And when I entered the hair show, when I was, I believe, 14, if I can find pictures, I'll post it right here. It was me and my sister. That was when I was really first introduced to the world of like weaves and stuff. Before then, I knew about weaves because my friends had weaves in middle school, but I never had weaves. My hair, because it wasn't eaten up at the top, people would still always tell me that my hair looks good. It's just really hard to work with. Hard to work with, which I didn't mind. I'm not tender-headed. I kind of was forced to not be tender-headed. I started off tender-headed, but because my hair was so coily, my mother trained me and taught me how to like breathe through the pain and to think about other things. And eventually I stopped becoming tender-headed. In high school, I was getting bullied for everything but my hair. So my hair really became something that I loved and I adored. I always got compliments on it, but people never knew how much work it took to maintain it. And when I became a teenager, when I was about to turn 16, I told my mom that I really didn't want to get perms anymore. And she let me know that that was okay if I didn't want to get perms anymore, but I was going to be responsible for taking care of my hair. I turned 16 my junior year of high school. So I became a natural girly my junior year of high school. And I'm going to post pictures of me, if I have some, from junior through senior year of high school, trying to take care of my hair. You're going to see the difference. Like, my hair was like all the way up here, but there's no bald spots or anything. So I knew that I really needed to just pause the perms and just try to learn how to do my own hair for a while, because I did not want my hair to fall out like a lot of my peers' hairs was falling out. And I did not want to have to use weaves and things like that, because also when I would get my hair braided, so when I would get my hair braided in the summer and for swimming and things like that, because my coils were very thick, people would use a lot of hair and it would give me headaches and migraines because of how heavy it was on top of my head. And I got a big head, y'all. Y'all can't see it. You won't see it. Maybe when I do my tutorials, there's like an unlocked chapter in the crown part of my hair. It's like a whole extra head in there. I really embraced trying to be natural in college. My freshman year of college, I was on my own, of course. At Michigan State University, I went through all the natural hair struggle. I'm gonna post more pictures, some more videos right here. I remember my freshman year, my main thing, I used to follow Tia Mori, which we don't even have the same hair type. Who else did I used to follow? I used to follow Tracy Ellis Ross. These people, while they're amazing and they're amazing natural people, they're not my hair type. So the main thing I would rock would be the mohawks. I would rock mohawks. I would rock like a top and poofy situation. Whenever I could, I would use products that I thought were for my hair, but they were full of sulfate, full of chemicals. Would give me wasn't re- It was helping a little bit because they do help with moisturizing and things like that. However, it was just a lot of trial and error. I would say I got really good at doing my hair during COVID. I have a lovely, lovely, lovely bestie sister, and during COVID, we did each other's hair a lot, and we did our own hair. So we learned how to braid our hair. We would swap. We would swap products together. Her and one of my other best friends, who now lives in Tennessee, we would swap products. Who she's always been natural her whole life, so she had like a full class. I learned my hair type. I learned what hairstyles I liked on myself. And then when my father passed away, I decided to dye my hair. So I got my hair professionally dyed because I was still a little scared to do it myself. My family dyes their hair, and I feel like older generations aren't scared of doing it like that, but we have too much access. However, I have too much access as a Gen Z, Gen Alpha mix to all the horrors of doing your own box hair. So I am just like, ah. The people who are younger, like the students who I teach now, they dye their hair. So, and they're not scared. So I'm trying to get like them. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. However, I dyed my hair that gorgeous, gorgeous blonde. You'll see pictures. And then as it grew out, I decided I wanted to do a balayage when I graduated, which was like highlights. And that is my favorite hairstyle I have to this day. Like to this day, me and balayage, I think I have the best pictures. That was just like my best era, honestly. And I also, the time was right. Like it was a change in my life. I graduated from college finally. Um, it was like a year after my dad passed away, I think. Yeah. I had the balayage and I was letting it grow out. With the balayage, it grows out really nicely because it's like full at the bottom and then it's like highlights and it's a fade. So I could let it grow. And that's what I did. I let it grow, and my hair was growing out while I lived in Lansing, while I was teaching. And then once I started dating and I got when I started dating and I got engaged, I was still taking care of my hair, but having a hairstyle change wasn't my priority. I had mastered how to, make sure my length was good. I had a consistent ish hairstylist that I would go to get my ends clipped. That was the main thing I still wasn't able to do, was clip my own ends. One thing that my husband says a lot is when we were dating and we would be on FaceTime together, he would like how like I had joy in my eyes whenever I'll be doing my hair. And that's true. I really like to do my hair. Not just my hair. I like to watch videos on hair. I like to watch videos on makeup, smell goods. Like I'm really a girly girl for real, but that's for and actually no, that's for this video. This is the intro video. I've always been naturally a girly girl. When I got engaged, I wasn't really focused on like keeping my hair dyed. It was another era. So I'm going to grow my whole hair out and just focus on keeping it healthy while I'm saving, trying to prepare a wedding, trying to move down to the area where me and my husband were going to move to, things like that. So I got married in 2023 and I started a new job. When I started that new job, I wanted to be professional. I'm in a very new environment. So I just really, what I did was I continued to just focus on keeping my hair healthy. And that's really where I've been the past 2 years, is keeping my hair healthy, mastering the styles that I like. So, for example, flex rods. I learned how to master flex rods. I learned how to do a silk press on my own, a flat iron. A blowout. I can do a really good blow dry on my hair, as well as braids. I love braids. They fit my hair. So all different type of natural braids I like to do on my hair. And so after that, that's where we are today. Now I do want to step into a new era. I do want to do new things with my hair. I don't want to keep her like I've loved having her in this natural state for the past couple years. I think I am elevating my life and I want my hair to reflect that just a little bit more. However, I do still like to do my own hair. It really is something that's joyful. Now, that's a little bit about me and my hair journey. So, why did I decide to make a channel? In my cultural experience, in my opinion, I have been with friends, with family members, with colleagues, other women who don't like their hair. And that's really sad because, regardless, at all stages of my hair, when my hair was getting ate up, when I didn't know what to do with it, when it wasn't really curling right, when I had heat damage, I always had an adoration for my hair. And I always honored it and understood that it was something that the Lord gave me. And it's something that if I steward it right, just like if you steward other things, that whatever happens, it will be beautiful. So I want, all right, I'm sorry, y'all. My my ring light died, so I had to plug my ring light up. So I'm gonna break it down into 3 parts, really, as to what the different channels are. Like, why am I not just making one page? The YouTube channel, this channel that you're watching, is gonna be how to's. It's gonna be real talks, Bible talk that is related to beauty, and also anything that may be trending that I may want to go into deep detail about. Isn't going to be like a Pharisee seeking channel, but if there's anything that I see and I want to dive into and put a biblical spin on it, I'll post it on here. And also my hair journey, my actual hair vlog. I told y'all I want to make some changes. I may want to get sister locks. I may want to get my hair dyed again and some sister locks again. The things that help with my growth. I use growth loosely because that is such a term that is in the community, and I want this channel to be about loving your hair in all stages, not just about getting it to grow, getting it to grow, getting it to be luscious. While that was a goal for a time, and if that is your goal, you are definitely going to find some tips here about how to do that. This is a self hair loving channel where we love our hair actually. Okay. So hopefully y'all like this video. If y'all have any other ideas of any videos y'all want to see from me, I mean, feel free to comment. I have loads of ideas, so I'm not requiring it. I will be posting at least once a month and maybe more. Make sure you check out my shorts. Make sure you check out my YouTube, not my YouTube. Make sure you check out my TikTok and my Instagram. That's where you'll see more daily vlogs, little funny stuff when it comes to hair. Other than that, I love you. And if you haven't heard it today, Jesus died on the cross for your sins so that way you can be saved and go to heaven with him. Only those that truly believe in Jesus Christ will find their way in heaven. And that is the Great Commission, to go out and make disciples of all nations. So if you have any questions about that, then feel free to hit me up. I am more than welcome to talk through it with you. God loves you, and I'm happy that you stopped by. I don't have a tagline yet. Stay crowned, stay royal, stay ready. I don't know. I'm gonna figure it out. Stay ready for sure. Stay ready. But make sure you get ready. I don't know. Bye y'all. Mwah.
Yes! This blessed me. My God.